did 2 live videos today, but this one is going to be about my favorite. This is going to be talking about my childhood dolls, like my memories with them, and my cat is right there on the bed. So, let's get started with this video. The first doll I'm picking up here is Cat. She's like she was a Christmas Barbie. I got this doll back in 2000, I would say 15. This is when they first stopped making the bends and the knees. I had this doll ever since I was 16, so she's maybe like 16 years old, I should say. She's maybe like but she's still like one of my favorite dolls ever. Her name is Cat. She plays Cat in Tim and Jamie. And as I talk about them, they are going to go right here. Then at the end of the video, after I'm done filming, I will put them back in the bin. I'll reorganize them. I just put those in there for now. I just put those dolls in there for now, and I will organize them off camera. First off, we're going to talk about Miss Summer here. This doll I got from a friend when I was 16. This is not the original one. The original one suffered chip paint. Her lips started chipping off. My best friend, she's like one of my good friends. I don't talk to her anymore, but since quarantine we stopped talking. But anyways, we used to go to high school together. Her name was Caroline, so I named this doll after her. I named her Caroline right after her. I'll be right back, guys. My friend is Snapchatting me. This is Caroline. I named her after my friend, Caroline. She's very pretty. She's one of my favorite dolls ever because I have a lot of memories with this doll. I had this Summer from this line, and also had the Barbie, and also had the Ken doll from this line. But, as you moved, you got rid of dolls and stuff, and I went to a doll purge where I got rid of some dolls, and this doll was one of them, and I honestly really regret it. Oh, and a little disclaimer, don't ask if these dolls are for trade or sale. I'll give you any, because these dolls mean the world to me, so please be respectful, and thank you. This doll means the world to me. A lot of my dolls mean a lot to me, especially my childhood ones. We have backstories, and one of the backstories of this doll is how Tim and Jamie actually got started. That's another story of a ramble, but she just became one of my nostalgic dolls, and she still is one of them. I still remember my friend actually giving me this doll. She wasn't boxed, but she was her doll when she was a kid, and I'm like, I have to buy her back, so I did, and now, to this day, she's known as Caroline, and she'll always be known as Caroline. She plays Caroline on Tim and Jamie, of course. This doll right here, oh my gosh. This doll is a childhood doll for sure. This is Ashley Tisdale from High School Musical. I was maybe around 8 years old when High School Musical first came out, or 11, I think. I got this doll for my 11th birthday. This is Ashley Tisdale from High School Musical. This doll was my favorite doll. Technically, she was my Jenna back then, but soon as Jenna came into play, I threw Ashley to the side. Then Jenna became my new favorite doll. When a new doll comes into play, I treasure that doll. So, and to this day, as an adult, I refound her, bought her back on eBay. As an adult, I bought her again, and I feel like I was 8 years old opening the box again. Maybe a little carefully, but I just and nostalgic to have her again as an adult doll collector now. It just feels, and my nail matches her dress, which is very weird. Yeah, I really love this doll. Her name is Ashley Tisdale, known as Sharpay, but in my videos she goes by Ashley, and she's married to her husband Chris, and she has a daughter named Ashlyn. So yeah, she's not in my Tim and Jamie videos anymore. She has not been in a Tim and Jamie video for a long time, but I'm thinking that she might be coming back in Tim and Jamie. I'm not pretty sure, but I had to let myself know. Okay, that is Ashley. The memory behind her. I was 8 years old. I was 11 years old, like I said, and I got this doll when I was 11 for my 11th birthday from my family. And I was so excited to get this doll because I wanted her, and my mom knew how much I wanted her. So, and I got her. And to that day, she's been my favorite doll. And now having her as an adult makes her even special. And my original one suffered hair loss and haircuts. Her hair wasn't really short. I just really cut the ends off my dolls. So that's Ashley. And I love her even more now. This doll has quite a backstory. I was maybe in kindergarten when I first got this doll. And this is Heather number 2. Heather number 1 suffered a really, really bad haircut. Her hair was maybe chopped off to here. I was 5, so yeah. Back then, I don't probably take care of my dolls. Wait a minute, her hair is a little messy. I have to put the camera down for 1 second. I am so sorry. Her hair is absolutely bugging the crap out of me. Alright. Then after this video, I'm going to explain a little exclaimer. The proper way how to brush your doll's hair. With what brush? Alright, this is Heather number 2. Because Heather number 1 suffered, and another thing that she's suffering right now is her arm is very loose. And I don't play rough with my dolls, see? You can tell. You can tell how it raises. You can tell how it, like, raises up. This is Heather number 2. Heather number 1 suffered a really, really bad haircut. Really bad. But as an adult, I treasure her more than I ever did. I think she's more attractive than my old one. I was maybe around 5 years old, like I said. And being a devious little girl, you know, 5-year-old girls like to cut their doll's hair. That's what I did. And I felt really, really bad. And she was the first doll that I ever purchased from my childhood dolls. She was the first ever doll that I ever purchased from childhood. And I'm thinking Hillary was second. No, Sabrina was the second, then Hillary, then all my High School Musicals, then, you know, so and so on. This doll she was boxed. She was a Tweety Bird doll back into action when they had that movie. In this line, they had Bugs Bunny one, themed one. They had the Tweety Bird, and they had the Daffy Duck one, which I do want, because she was a childhood doll as well. The Tweety Bird, I got her because in 2019, my grandmother passed away, and my grandmother used to love this doll. Like, she's the one that actually gave her to me. And I felt bad for cutting her hair when I was a kid. I still had that doll for almost a long time until I decided to get rid of her. Then when my grandmother passed away in 2019, before COVID ever happened, I repurchased her on eBay. That's why she's not wearing her original outfit, because it kind of reminds me of my grandmother. That's why I changed her outfit. But her name is Heather, because that was her name as a child, and I kept it. And I think I like this doll even more. So every time I see her, I think of my grandmother. So that's how special this doll is to me, because my grandmother actually gave me her. Here is another one of my favorite dolls. This is Sabrina. She's a witch Barbie from 2005. This is Halloween Star Barbie. I was going around Rite Aid with my mom. It was during the Halloween season. And, you know, every year I have to get a witch Barbie that year. And they had this one. They had the African-American one of this one. The African-American one is so beautiful. But I never wanted that one because she was wearing the exact same outfit as this one. So I never got her as a child. But I've always liked her. I'm not really attracted to blonde dolls, but a lot of blonde dolls from the Halloween always had blonde hair, technically. I am, and suffered, my old one suffered like hair loss, not a haircut, hair loss from me brushing it all the time. And this doll is actually suffering a lot of problems. She actually suffered losing of her star. My other one actually did that as well. She's also losing the shimmer on her top here. She's also losing that, and she used to come with a little wrap. She came with a black comb, and she has her boots on, and she has the bend and snap knees. All these dolls have bend and snap knees. I really miss that. Wish I could bring that back. It's really nostalgic. This is Sabrina. She's named after the actress from one of my favorite shows, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I say this all the time, I thought she always looked like Melissa Joan Hart, and she does. She really does. She really does, and she's gorgeous. I love her. I love this doll's makeup, and I love her purple lipstick on. And she was the only Barbie doll, only witch Barbie that actually came with, like, denim jeans. I love her, like, washed out jeans. She was the second doll that I ever purchased back on eBay from my childhood dolls. And, you know, every year of, like, the 2000s era, I always got a witch Barbie every Halloween, because they used to sell them at the grocery stores. They used to sell them at Rite Aid. But I got this doll at Rite Aid one day, and I said, I actually, my mom actually bought me this doll. And I said, she was only $5 back then. So I said, Mom, can I have this doll? She's like, yeah, buy it. How much she is? I said, she's only $5, around there, or $5.99. She said, go ahead, you can buy her. Just put her in a cart. And I bought her, and I immediately loved her. And to this day, she's one of my favorite dolls ever, and I'm glad to have her as a child. I'm glad that I found her again, and I'm glad to have her as an adult. I'm glad to have her back as an adult doll collector, because this doll means the world to me. Like, she's honestly beautiful, and I love her. So that is just a little backstory behind Sabrina. Here's the backstory around Rochelle. Okay. I got this doll maybe in kindergarten, the same time I got Hillary. But this doll was a Christmas gift back in 2006. No, around 2006 or 2005, because these dolls were still on the shelves. I got this doll when I was in kindergarten, and I love this doll very, very much. And for my friend's birthday, because her birthday is like the day before mine, the day like her name was Katie. Her birthday is maybe like in August, and she got the my favorite Teresa doll that I always wanted. She was wearing she was tan, and she was wearing like a I'm gonna find her again, because I want her for my own. She had the one with the it was like a snakeskin skirt with boots. I wanted her so bad. I was so jealous of my friend because she got that doll. And I got this one for Christmas, and I really, really wanted that one. But I got this doll for Christmas, and that year she was like, at first I said I did not like her, but then she grew on me, and she got the name Rochelle when I used to play with my friends. She was kind of like the mean girl in my scenarios, but in reality, she's very, very nice, and now she's a nice person. Now she developed to be a nice person, and she is the daughter of Diane, and the sister of Hillary. Hillary's stepsister, but Hillary is considered as her real sister. This is Rochelle, and she got that name from one of my favorite movies of all times. I said this in my last video, my last live. She got her name from one of my favorite movies called The Craft. I honestly highly recommend watching that movie. Is with Annette Campbell and the guy from Scream, Billy Loomis, the guy who played Billy Loomis in Scream. I highly recommend watching that movie if you are into witches, but that's how she got a name from one of the main characters. Her name is Rochelle. And I repurchased her back on eBay. No, Amazon. And she was the doll that came in my Amazon package. And I have a review over her on my channel. And I used to freaking love these dolls. Like, me and my friends used to play after school. We used to get all our Fashion Fever dolls and play fashion show. Like, we used to change their outfits. Rochelle actually wore that skirt for a long time until my friend took it off of her. I was very mad because I really loved it on her. Rochelle changed a lot of outfits. We swapped outfits all the time. And every time I look at this doll, I think of that day, like Christmas Day, me actually getting this doll for Christmas. I used to love getting these dolls for Christmas, birthdays. They used to come in a tube, and they had like the doll stand. I still have her doll stand. It's somewhere in my room. They sit on the doll stand inside the box, which is very, very cool. Then they come with sometimes ugly fashion, no offense, but some of her outfit was very, very cute. The one thing I love about her was her boots. She always wore her boots. Um, her hair was actually up in a regular ponytail, but her ponytails snapped for being in a box for too long. Her hair was down for almost a couple days and stuff, and up in a ponytail. But I decided to put her hair in pigtails because that's how her hair was when I was a kid. I always put her hair in pigtails because I thought it really suit her personality. And I gave her these hoops. Her earrings were very, very hideous. I always hated her earrings, so I always like put her different earrings when I was a kid as well. And the one thing, a reason why I got rid of her, is because she suffered a lot of hair loss. She suffered that. She suffered a body donor a couple times, and I still had her as an adult, but she was very, very losing hair. She had cut bangs. She had no bangs. She was like honestly very hideous, my original. So I decided to buy her on Amazon and said, go back to my roots and buy this doll again. So she just became one of my favorite dolls, and she still is to this day. As an adult, I feel like very weird having her again, but she's one of my favorite dolls. And Rochelle's personality is very sweet, kind, but in the beginning, she was very, very mean to people, but now she's developed to be a very, very nice person. And her sexuality is lesbian because when I was a kid, she wasn't really out there yet. Like, I always knew that she never liked the guy dolls. She was always like, very distant towards them. But as an adult now, she finally came out of the closet as a lesbian. And that's what she is, and that's her personality. So this is Rochelle, but a lot of people mess up her name as Raquel, but her name is Rochelle with an R. Rochelle. So this is Rochelle. And I love this outfit. It's like one of my favorite outfits that she's wearing right now. Out of all the outfits I put her in, this one's my favorite. And she's going to be staying in that outfit for a good year. Here's Hotspot Barbie from 2001. This doll is not a replacement. This doll is actually from my childhood. This is the actual one I had growing up. Her hair is just like awful. Every time I fried it, brushed it. But it's okay now, but she suffered a lot. She suffered a neck break. You can tell her neck is broken. I had to re-glue her neck peg in place. She can only move side to side now, but it's alright. I have a video on my channel, so go check that out. She has a twist and turn waist, and she also has the painted on panties. Her original dress has seen better days. I do still have it, but it has seen better days. She is actually one of the surviving childhood dolls, the ones that's not a replacement. She's very, very loose, and she's very, very squeaky. She does have the twist and turn waist, like I said. Her waist actually turns. There we go. Yeah, a little scuff mark to her lips. This is Hotspot Barbie from 2001. I was maybe 5 years old when I got this doll. So, yeah. And surprising, I kept her in good condition. Like, her hair's not cut or anything. She was like the mom dolls to my blondes. But nowadays, she's the mother of Tim. And I did film a Tim and Jamie episode, so that will be soon. I'll post it later after I watch it, then I'll post it. Let me answer my friend real quick. Here is, her name is Elizabeth. She's just in a lot of my videos and stuff, and now she is because she plays Tim's mother. She's just like one of my favorite dolls, and she's very, very old, and you can tell she's like very squeaky, but she just honestly became one of my favorite dolls, like seriously. And she has a lot of memories, but she's not a replacement. I never replaced her, and I never want to. And her arms are very, very loose because her arm just went up. My throat hurts from doing Diane's voice. Here's another one of my childhood dolls. Other second. Here is Gabriella from High School Musical, known as Vanessa Hudgens. I name her Vanessa because I don't like the name Gabriella. No offense, but I don't like the name. It's from a girl. Don't get into any details. This is her. She's not in my videos, but oh yeah, I forgot. I totally repainted her nails, but I have to repaint them again. She's wearing this blue dress, that little orange sweater that Rochelle's wearing. That's her original outfit. This doll was on eBay. I got her on eBay. She wasn't boxed. This doll was a replacement to my childhood Gabriella doll, which is in there. She's very, very old, and her body broke, so I don't really use her as much. She used to sing, but she don't sing anymore. I still have her original outfit and everything. She was not boxed, but she was in her original outfit. So this is Gabriella from High School Musical. She has the curly hair. She's very pretty. My other one suffered hair loss. If you can tell, she's in there. She's in a lot of my other videos. She suffered hair loss, a haircut and stuff. And this one is just like, you know. Honestly, great. She's like beautiful. I think she's more attractive than my other one. This is the one I actually had as a child, but the other one that I had, it was a gift from someone. It came with a Troy doll. That one was a gift, but I used a Troy for her. I do have a Troy doll. He's in there, but yep. This is Gabriella from High School Musical, known as Vanessa. She's wearing this cute little dress. I might change her outfit at the end of this video. This is Vanessa. So she's gonna go over there and buy Sabrina. I might do Jenna last because she has more backstory than all the other ones. Here is Bridget. This is, if you guys recognize this Barbie, guys are familiar with, I am going to take off her dress, but she has a painted on bathing suit. I'm just going to show you. She just has a painting on bathing suit. Let me put the camera down. I'll take off her dress. And I'll put it right back on. And disclaimer, guys, if you guys have missed this live video, it'll be posted to my YouTube channel. See, this is hot. This is Palm Beach Barbie from 2001. She is the China variant. As a kid, I did have this one, and her name is Bridget. She developed that name when I was a kid, and me and my friends I used to make her go, "Hi, everybody, my name is Bridget. I used to live in a farm in Alabama. It's not the little bridge." I actually made her talk like that, and a lot of her friends say, "Bridget, shut up, you're so annoying." Yeah, but nowadays I look at her and I'm like, it's Bridget. Like, her real name is Bridget Lana Gale, and she's like a farm girl, and she's like, this is a repurchase because my other one suffered hair loss and stuff, and from me brushing it and stuff. I just love this doll's face. I love Barbie's green eyes back in this era. Like, she has green eyes, she has blush on her cheeks, she has the magenta lipstick on, magenta bathing suit with butterflies. She's the only one that actually came with butterflies. The rest of the girls came with hibiscus flowers. She's very beautiful, and she's wearing boots, and I am going to put her dress back on. So this is Bridget, Palm Beach Barbie from 2001. And this doll is very, very iconic because I had this doll when I was a kid. Maybe the same round time I had that doll right there. I actually purchased this doll with my own money. Yeah, I have a little mark right there. This brush scratched me, so you see a red mark. That's from that. It's from the brush. And I will show you that brush in a minute. This doll is very important to me because I purchased her with my own money. She was the first ever doll that I purchased with my own money as a child. I think it was around maybe summertime. It was like when I was a kid, it was like my allowance always burning a hole in my pocket. So each week for allowance, I used to save up my money to buy a Barbie. And I bought a Barbie, and the new Palm Beach line came out. So my first ever one was Midge, but in my childhood, Barbie was like my first ever Barbie with the belly button body. Barbie was my first, but then a year later I got Midge. But I'm thinking Midge was my first ever doll from this line. Then I got Barbie. But I repurchased Barbie back on eBay first because she's always the hard one to find. This one is the Barbie version of the Palm Beach Barbie. I was obsessed with this line, and it was the first ever doll that I ever purchased with my own money, and that's why she's so special as a child. And now, when I look at her, I think like, oh my god, I'm a kid again, but I'm actually an adult. But this doll is just like very, very special. Like, she still lives to this day, and she's Bridget. Every time I see her, I'm like, it's Bridget! And she's like one of my favorites, and she always will be. So that is Bridget, known as Palm Beach Barbie from 2001. Here's another one of my favorite dolls. This is Hillary. This is Real Rosie Barbie from 2003. I repurchased her back on eBay in May of 2021. She is or 2022. I really don't know. I have to look. I think it was 2022 or 2023. No, it was 2021. I'm disarming it was. Or I think it was 2022. I think it was 2022. Or 21. I'm not pretty sure, but it's been forever ago. I have a review over her on my channel. I also have a review over her on my channel. Her and her. And also Ashley over there. She's one of my favorite dolls because I love her face. My friend actually stole this doll from me when I was a child. At the same time, I had Rochelle over there. My friend Katie actually stole this doll from me, and I was just like really, really like mad because she moved away and never gave this doll back to me ever. And I was hunting on eBay just to find this doll again. And she came across a good price, so I snatched her up and I bought her. And to this day, every time I think of her, I say, it's Hillary! I love this doll's face. She's so freaking gorgeous, by the way. And she got that name from the iconic girl, Hilary Duff, because she was popular back then. You guys know who I'm talking about. Hilary Duff was very, very popular back then. She made clothes for the Fashion Fever dolls, and Hilary Duff was very, very popular back in the 2000s era. So that's how she got her name, from that time. So that's why her name is Hillary, and you're gonna laugh about this. Her last name is Maguire, Hillary Maguire. And this doll is very, very special. She's very iconic because I had her long as I had Rochelle, and she just became one of my favorite dolls back then. And in my collection, I can't imagine her without without her being in my collection. And I just love her long hair. Her hair's all the way down to her butt. And she's always in my little hair flip videos. I might do the one after this. So this is Hillary. And she's Rochelle's stepsister, and she's the daughter of Diane. So this is Hillary. And she's just one of my favorite dolls, and I actually purchased this doll actually with my own money as well. Alright, I saved the best doll for last. This is my favorite doll out of my childhood collection. I think she's my top favorite. This is Jenna. She is the last surviving doll from my childhood. She's not a replacement, like I always said. She is not a replacement of my childhood doll collection. She's the actual one I had as a child, and I kept her in good condition because I used to display her in my room with the doll stand. I don't do it anymore now because I'm very, very cautious about my dolls now. I'm very careful with them. This doll is very, very special because she's the last surviving doll who's not a repurchase. She's a repurchase doll. So is she. So is she. So is she. So is Sabrina. So is her over there. And Heather. She's the only one that's not a repurchase because I had this doll for almost ever since I was a kid. And I took good care of her because she was very special. She was given to me by my mom for Valentine's Day back in 2008. And I'm telling you, she became my favorite doll. And it's hard because I have tons of favorites, but she's definitely one of my top favorites because she is just iconically very special. And very sadly, they don't make these dolls anymore, the Valentine's Day Barbies. This is Valentine's Day Glam Barbie from 2001. No, 2008, excuse me. She's one of my favorite dolls ever. And I'm just, like, so obsessed with her. I've always been obsessed with this doll. Like, I think I love her even now. I think our bond has gotten stronger since I have her as a child. So this is, one of my favorite dolls ever. And Jenna, how she got her name, if you guys ever seen the movie 13 Going on 30, she got her name Jenna from the main character, Jenna Rink. So this is Jenna, and that's how she got her name. And this doll is very, very special. She is definitely one of my favorite childhood dolls. Non-predictive. She is still one of my favorite dolls ever, and she always will be. So yeah, that was my childhood memories with my childhood dolls. Now I am going to show you the proper way to brush your doll's hair with a pet brush. So I'm going to start out with Hillary over here. So if you guys want to properly brush your doll's hair, buy a pet brush. This is actually a cat brush, but you brush your doll's hair with this. You can do it when it's wet. You can do it when it's dry. Put the doll in between your legs and just, like, brush the doll's hair. Like this. And this is good if you just repurchase the doll or, you know, just gel in her hair. Just go like that. And it guides right through the hair. There we go. Jenna's right here doll is very messy. Her hair is very messy. So when you brush it, it fixes it. I'm getting it on camera. Oops, sorry. See? I actually learned this from one of my favorite YouTubers. She's very popular here on YouTube. Her name is Amber Rockspin, and she showed me how to properly brush my doll's hair with a pet brush. So I honestly learned from her how to use a pet brush to brush my doll's hair. But that's why my doll's hair looks so neat, because I use this as a pet brush. So if you have dolls and Barbies, if you have Barbies, I recommend using this brush because it has very, very bristles on it, and it like gets the hair soft and smooth. Say if you have a doll with knotted, nasty hair, this is the key to go. So yeah, before I started using the dog brush, the pet brush, I was using a human brush on my doll's hair. Not good. It damaged a lot of my dolls and stuff back in the day before I even learned about using a pet brush on dolls' hair. I know that's why they make Barbie brushes, but they don't make those anymore. But if you are a doll collector or a Barbie collector, I highly recommend using a dog brush, a pet brush on your doll's hair. Because if this doll's hair was knotted, it would be going right through it. Like this. It's very, very gentle. See, it does scratch, but it's very, very gentle. And sometimes it does scratch me, like right here. That's how I got that mark from this brush. And we use that. You brush her hair very nicely. And it detangles the doll's hair. I'm going to fix her dress. Her thing is coming off. My throat hurts so bad for doing Diane's voice. But I have to do her voice because it's Diane. I'm telling you, this is a good lesson to learn. How to properly brush your doll's hair. Make sure your doll's hair is properly groomed. Like, in my opinion, I have really, really bad OCD. If my doll's hair is not perfect, I have to brush it immediately. Like, seriously. Like, right now, her hair is not cooperating right now. I would immediately have to brush my doll's hair. There we go, much better. Because I have a phobia of my doll's hair being nasty and like knotted and stuff. As a kid, I had that phobia as well, but I think now I take care of my dolls more than anything in the world now. See, it just glides to her hair. You can use a doll brush too, but if you want good results, I highly, highly recommend using a pet brush. If you want good results, I highly recommend using this on your doll's hair. Highly recommend, because it's more better for your doll's hair, and your dolls lose less hair. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video of me rambling on by random crap, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have already done so. Don't forget to press the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have already done so. Bye guys. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day. I'm going to end this live video. Bye guys.